Let's also give the Office of First Ladies a round of applause as well. And let's keep the applause going as I welcome to tell us more about OAFLAD, the current president of OAFLAD and the First Lady of Sierra Leone, Her Excellency Dr. Fatima Maada with a resounding round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Let's welcome our beautiful First Lady to the podium.
Thank you. I don't know how you get to beat Madam Mahama. So Ghana, bear with me, please, and help me put your hands together again for our dear host. What technology does. Her Excellency, Madam Lodena Dramani Mahama, First Lady of the Republic of Ghana, and our dear host. Let me start by thanking you very much for convening First Ladies into Ghana for us to have a conversation. My dear sisters, First Ladies of Africa, the First Lady of the Republic of Gambia, the First Lady of the Republic of Liberia, and the First Lady of the Republic of Kenya, the former First Lady of South Africa, Madam Tubika Madiba Zuma, ministers here present, members of parliament here present, ambassadors and members of the diplomatic corps, our traditional leaders, and our queens of Africa, distinguished guests, members of the Fourth Estate, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I bring you warm greetings from my dear sisters of OAFLAD and from the resilient, beautiful people of Sierra Leone. It is an honor to stand before you today at a moment when Africa is not just responding to history, but boldly writing a new one. A history where no mother loses her life giving birth, and no child enters this world burdened by a preventable infection. The vision we carry, ending AIDS in children and mothers by 2030, is not just a target. It is a promise, a moral promise to our continent, to our daughters, to our sons, and to generations yet unborn. As President of OAFLAD, and as First Lady of the Republic of Sierra Leone, and as the UN champion for adolescent girls and young women, I speak with deep conviction. This world has shown me the face of vulnerability and the face of courage. It has the face of a young girl who wants to stay in school, stay healthy, and stay alive. It is the face of a mother who wants nothing more than to hold a healthy baby in her arms. I have seen firsthand the courage of the African woman, the young mother who works mile to a clinic, the adolescent girl who does not give up on her dreams, the health worker who serves with compassion even when resources are limited. These faces are my mission. They are our shared responsibility as First Ladies. For more than 2 decades, OAFLAD has proven that when African First Ladies rise, entire nation rises with us. Together, we have shown what compassionate leadership can achieve when driven by purpose and unity. Allow me to celebrate 3 pillars of our impact: elevating political will. We have pushed maternal and child health, HIV, syphilis, and hepatitis B to the center of national priorities. Because of our collective advocacy, more women are receiving antenatal care, more babies are being tested early, and more families are accessing life-saving treatments. Mobilizing communities. Our voices reach places where policies alone cannot reach. In villages, chiefdoms, churches, mosques, youth groups, and women's circles, we have broken silence, shattered stigma, and replaced fear with hope. In Sierra Leone, I have seen mothers walk proudly into clinic because they now understand that testing is a shield, not a shame. Forging partnerships that save lives. Working with African Union, UNAIDS, WHO, UNICEF, and civil society, we have strengthened health systems, supported national campaigns, and expanded integrated services. Partnership is our power, and through it, Africa has moved closer to the dream of triple elimination. Our journey has taught us profound truth. Political commitment means nothing without sustained investment. Integrated service gives mothers dignity, one door, one journey, one continuum of care. Stigma is a silent killer, one we must defeat through relentless community engagements. And above all, women must be heard because their life experience are our compass. These lessons tells us one thing: progress is not accidental, but progress is intentional. As we advocate towards 2030, OAFLAD stands ready to lead with renewed courage, guided by our strategic framework 2025 to 2030. Our priorities are clear and ambitious. Championing universal access to high-quality PMTCT and triple elimination services, advocating for full integration of HIV, syphilis, and hepatitis B services in maternal and primary health care, empowering communities to eradicate stigma and ensuring no woman, young or old, urban or rural, is left behind, driving sustainable domestic financing so that our progress becomes permanent, accelerating life-saving innovations in early testing, treatments, and vaccines. Our call to action are as follows. Excellencies, distinguished guests. The goal of ending AIDS in children and mother by 2030 is not beyond our reach. Africa has everything it needs: the leadership, the wisdom, and the unbreakable spirit of its people. We remain in our shared resolve as president of OAFLAD and as the UNAIDS champion for adolescent girls and young women, and reaffirm our commitment to every girl who dreams, to every mother who hopes, to every child who deserves a healthy start in life. I pledge that our girls will not be forgotten. As an African woman, I pledge that I will continue to fight until every child is born healthy and every mother thrives. Let us rise together with courage in our hearts and determination in our actions to build an Africa where every child is born healthy and every mother thrives. At this juncture, permit me to say thank you to Madam Winnie for your endless championship in making sure our young girls in our continent understand what it means to be a woman and the job that we have to do just to survive. You have been the face of UNAIDS, and you have transcended and break boundaries for women to see. I want to thank you and also thank our Executive Secretary, Dr. Nadas, who in her own wisdom was able to put African First Ladies together. Not because we are difficult, it's just that we are very hard to reach. Thank you all for your kind attention, and I want to thank again our dear host, Madam Mahama, for your generosity in hosting us in your beautiful country. Thank you. May God bless you all.
To acknowledge the great work done by the current president of OAFLAD, who we will be hearing from pretty shortly, the First Lady of Sierra Leone. Please, let's acknowledge the leadership of the organization. Thank you. In fact, our own First Lady was also one time a president of OAFLAD as well, and I'm sure that's where the friendship started and is growing from. It is now my distinguished pleasure and honor to welcome the mother of the nation. Our president, John Dramani Mahama, has a very rich history. He has very historic things that have happened to him. Alongside that journey has been one woman, from when he was a worker to when he became an assemblyman, to when he became a member of parliament for his constituency, to when he became a deputy minister of communications, to when he became a minister of communication, to when Providence elevated him to become the vice president of this republic. Providence found him again when he became a president of this republic. And when the family thought they were done, God said, not yet. And so ushered in the big return of President John Dramani Mahama. Each step of the journey he has walked with one of the most industrious women our country has had the privilege of knowing. His spouse, his bedrock, his prayer partner, his one and only, his beloved Lordina Dramani Mahama. Please let us welcome to the podium the First Lady of the Republic of Ghana, Her Excellency Lordina Dramani Mahama. Please show her some more love.
Seated. Good morning, my beautiful sisters and mothers from across the continent. Welcome to Accra. To my sister, the First Lady of the Republic of Sierra Leone and President of our organization, OAFLAD, thank you for taking this time to join us for this important side event as part of the week-long ICASA 2025 conference. Your Excellencies, the First Lady of Gambia, Liberia, and Kenya, and my dear sister, former First Lady of South Africa, you are all welcome to Ghana. Distinguished representative of the First Lady of Nigeria, Honorable Ministers of State, the Executive Director of UNA, President of the Elizabeth Glaser, President of the Society for AIDS in Africa, Assemblies of God Women's Group, Executive Secretary of OAFLAD, members of the Diplomatic Corps, Civil Society Organization, Nanano, Chiefs and Queen Mother, members of the media, distinguished lady of the First Lady high-level side meeting on ending AIDS in children and mothers by 2030. My husband, the President of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama, and the wonderful people of Ghana are honored to host this year's ICASA, which has provided us with a platform to continue shaping Africa's health and development. This presents an opportunity for us to confirm health priorities affecting our continent, safeguarding the health and dignity of mothers and children across Africa. Your Excellencies, the power of this conference lies not in our title, but in our shared determination to translate our advocacy into action. As First Lady, we carry a responsibility to elevate the voices of those who are too often unheard. The mothers in remote villages, the newborns who are vulnerable to preventable infection and the community striving for healthier life. Despite notable progress in recent years, the numbers remain worrying. Thousands of African children continue to acquire HIV, syphilis, and hepatitis B during pregnancy, childbirth, and breastfeeding. These infections can be prevented with timely intervention. Too many women still lack access to quality antenatal care, early testing, and life-saving treatment. According to UNICEF and WHO, mother-to-child transmission rate can be reduced to below 5%. However, it requires a combination of political will, sufficient resources, and community participation. It is therefore my view that this is not just a health challenge, it is a test of our collective commitment. Distinguished guests, through the Organization of African First Ladies for Development, we have established a strong movement of compassion and advocacy. Our united voice as First Lady has highlighted the urgency of maternal and child health on the health agenda in our respective countries. It has mobilized resources, strengthened political commitment, and advocated for community-based solutions. This platform shows that when we unite, our advocacy crosses borders and changes lives. In Ghana, we have worked towards the goal of universal access to maternal and child health services. My office, in partnership with the Ghana AIDS Commission, has carried out extensive community medical outreach program in Accra and other regions of the country. Through these initiatives, women, young people, and families have received free screening for HIV and other conditions, comprehensive counseling, and direct access to quality care. President Mahama also established the Ghana Medical Trust Fund, known as the Mahama Cares Initiative. This program will expand access to healthcare by addressing both chronic and non-communicable diseases, recognizing that health issues often overlap and demand coordinated responses. These efforts demonstrate our strong conviction that quality primary health care is not a privilege for few,